Picking up from where we left off last week, we find ourselves in the iconic Victorian town of Mildura at the fantastic Baronga Riverside Caravan Park. But once again, it's time for us to hit the road en route for our final destination of the trip. But before we got too far down the road, we decided to stop off for some petrol.
We are in Wentworth, which is where the Murray River meets the Darling River. And we're on our way to Broken Hill today, Silver City. And I'm so looking forward to getting there. And why don't you come along for the ride and enjoy it as well?
As we made the trek from Wentworth to Broken Hill, I had a chat to Giovanni from G&S Chassis about all things caravanning. Tyre pressures, mate, caravans. You're a chassis man. You must hear all the horror stories about someone saying, oh, I've had this problem with my suspension and they're running too high tyre pressures.
Or too low.
Or too low.
But every tyre changes. Now on the side wall, it's got the highest PSI it should be at. Now the highest PSI is for its maximum load. So it doesn't mean if it says 65 PSI, you have to put it to 65 PSI.
So what about when your road conditions change? So we're on a nice freeway, it's a 110k an hour zone, and all of a sudden we turn off and we're on the dirt road. It's a well-graded dirt road. What would you do with your tyres then?
Well, pull over, you flatten your tyres, so the actual tyre, side wall of the tyre acts like a part of a suspension, so it's not as stiff, and you've got your suspension working plus your side wall of the tyre. What do you reckon of that idea?
I reckon you're absolutely spot on from my opinion. And again, everyone's got an opinion on this, but I believe your tyres should be an integral part of your suspension system. If you're going to run high tyre pressures on dirt roads, all you're doing is transferring all that load right through your chassis, right through the structure of the caravan, and just shaking things apart for no reason. Two hands on the wheel for me, eh?
Yes, 2 hands on the wheel.
Good on you, mate.
That all comes